The Peterborough by-election took place on the 6th of June and Labour won by a majority of 683 votes over the Brexit Party. But I wonder if it might need to be run again. There were 5 allegations of fraud put to the police, voter fraud, and not only that, but the Electoral Commission is now involved, and local journalists have been digging around and finding grotesque examples of what seems to be voter fraud perpetrated by the Labour Party, and particularly involving the Muslim community of Peterborough. So, here's a journalist who's been doing a lot about it. I'm here now with Beecher of later Political Light website, which has been doing a lot of work on the Peterborough by-election. What's the latest news we have at the moment?
We're trying to track down more people that are coming forward, and there are more people coming forward.
Coming forward to say what?
So they're coming forward to say basically that they've been bribed, they've been coerced into giving over their votes, particularly postal votes. You know.
To who?
So it's the Labour Party, predominantly Asian and from the Pakistani community. People have are running the whole Labour operation in Peterborough, and because of that, and because of political correctness, they're not being looked into as they should.
And you think it is political correctness because you've taken this to the Electoral Commission, to the local council.
Yeah.
Were the local council receptive?
If this had been let's say the Brexit Party, if this had been the Tories, they'd be all over this. We'd have had arrests already. The police would have actually been doing their jobs. The same with the Electoral Commission. The fact that it happens to be Muslim people within Labour that run the shots in Peterborough, they're very scared to touch it. We've given them, so far, I've personally provided them with full-on evidence proving that electoral fraud has been committed inside the count room by one of the activists for the Labour campaign. 5 people came forward. 5 people from the community came forward to allege that that there was electoral fraud, basically, that they had been approached and offered money, that various different things. The police, it's quite telling that they're the only things that the police have investigated so far. 3 of them have been dropped, 2 of them are still being taken very seriously, and the police are still looking into that. We actually have councillors in the Tory party, one who happens to be a Muslim, who's really stood up strongly against the blatant vote rigging that happens in her community.
Well, because that's the other thing, I've got to make this clear, that there are people within the Muslim community who are furious about the way the Muslim community has been taken advantage of.
I've met with quite a few of them, and they're angry because they're not stupid. They are not stupid people, and yet they've been taught. They go into mosques and being told who they have to vote for, not who they should vote for, or we think you should vote for this. You have to vote for Labour, otherwise it's it's against Islam. The problem is things will never change. We talk about inconvenient truths. Yeah. They wouldn't be truths if we actually approached them and opened up an honest debate. This has nothing to do with race whatsoever. It's cultural voting, and it's being exploited, and also the narrative that it's racist or Islamophobic to criticise anyone in the Islamic community is playing to their advantage, and they're using it to their advantage.
I just hope that this doesn't get swept under the carpet for reasons of political correctness. I don't want to see our electoral system go the same way as we saw in Rotherham.